If you're coming on the subway, it's the A or the C, or coming down Broadway, the 1, 2, or 3. Jump off at the 72nd Street stop. From there, Central Park is just a real short hop through strawberry fields. Head on up to the lake where 1,000 New Yorkers are taking a break. Come on along, I'll see you on Sunday. Come by yourself, or bring your little honey. Lay down in the shade or hang out where it's sunny. You got it made, cause you don't need any money when the people on the hill are singing in Central Park. Roger Bartlett! Mr. Ron Sunshine. Come on along, I see you on Sunday. Come by yourself, or bring your little honey. Lay down in the shade or hang out where it's sunny. You got it made, cause you don't need any money when the people on the hill are singing in Central Park. Hey, Jeff Van Nostrand! If I don't get arrested, play anything from folk to rock and roll. I've been stomping my foot so long I'm digging a hole. But I'll tell you what I've decided to do. If you keep showing up, then I will too. Come on along, I'll see you on Sunday. Come by yourself, or bring your little honey. Sit down in the shade or hang out where it's sunny. You got it made, cause you don't need any money when the people on the hill are singing in Central Park. Dodger, take it again. I used to go against the wind, but that's no way to fly. Flapping my wings, I get no place, no matter how hard I try. But when I just give in and go to where the blowing breeze has planned, you know I find a better place wherever I might land. Some people fly in circles, crying life is so unfair. Convinced that if they're over here, all the good stuff must be over there. Not me, I know there's a vein of gold right where I stand, and I find that if I look wherever I might land. I was always told, and now I finally found, that when I leap and it appears before I hit the ground, I don't spend one day looking back with regret, cause each bridge I burned led to a place that I just as soon forget. Yeah, but some people look back at their glory days so much it makes them cry. Some look ahead with fear and dread to things they'll probably never try. Not me, bring it on, cause where I get to wherever I might land. Yeah, just look at where I landed, in this room with you tonight. No matter what's going on out there, I know it's gonna be alright. 'Cause though it took some time to know, I finally understand that I'm gonna find love wherever I might land. Wherever I might land. Wherever I might land. Wherever I might land. It's dark and it's lonely, and you feel like you're the only one who's felt this desperation, like your own brand of the blues. It's hell when you're in there, I can tell you 'cause I've been there, and I've known the same frustration. But I've got some real good news. You feel like you fell in a well of hopelessness and fear. So why the hell would I jump in and join you way down here? 'Cause there's a way out of here, though you don't believe that's true. But years ago, a friend showed me just like I'm showing you. You can sit here in the darkness till you think that you're okay. But then it's time to move, 'cause I'm not making plans to stay. There's a way. No one understands you. You're so convinced life hands you one bad break after another and keeps you on the floor. But now you've got the choice to keep on listening to those voices, or maybe listen to a brother who's been down here before. We can sit and curse the darkness, but the darkness stays the same. Or get off your ass and we'll go out the same way that I came. 'Cause there's a way out of here, though you don't believe that's true. But years ago, a friend showed me just like I'm showing you. It's hard to see what's possible when you feel this way. But things look so much clearer standing in the light of day. There's a way. Here, but it's gonna be up to you to show someone else that exit door just like I'm showing you. You can sit and curse the darkness, but the darkness stays the same. Or get off your ass and we'll go out the same way that I came. 'Cause there's a way.
Hey guys, here we are again. I got to tell you, if you're in New York City, you know that it's a picture-perfect Hill Day. It's a picture-perfect day to be at the Hill in Central Park, and I'm going to say this right up front. I've accepted that there is no That Guitar Man from Central Park for the year 2020. I've accepted that 2020 is historically a shit show in so many ways. But it's also a time that people are showing their true colors, and people are. I've said this before, I want to say this up front before we even get started today, is that creative people are finding new ways to be creative, and that's exciting. And selfish people are finding new ways to be selfish, and that sucks. But at least we know who they are, and that's important. I've always said, in my experience, and I may feel differently in the next millisecond, but for a long time I've felt that the truth, whatever that is, the truth cannot cause damage. The truth can never cause damage because it's reality. The truth can cause pain. Sometimes when you don't know something and then suddenly you know it, it can cause pain. It can cause enormous heartache. But it cannot cause damage because it's just what is. And so the things that, we learn about people in our lives, who they are, how they feel about life, what their discussions were like at the dinner table when they were kids that formulated who they are now. If it's just the truth, it can cause pain, but it cannot cause damage. And so, I've accepted that that this is the best we can do right now, is to hang out like this. It hurts when I get, and it's not their fault, but I get today and last night and today, I got so many private Facebook messages and email from people that I don't know. It's just that by the nature of what I do, people, have a way to get in touch with me now. And so many of them were like, "Are you going to be in the park today? Are you going to be in the park today?" And the answer is no. It's not the responsible thing to do. It's not the caring or loving thing to do. And so we'll hang out like this. Now, I don't know if one time, a couple of months ago, we had 192 people hanging out with us online. Today it might be 20. I don't know. But whoever's here, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I get to share this time with you in this way. So let's do this. I'm expecting that there might be a couple of newcomers, and I'll explain why. Fellow artists who I haven't been in touch with in a long time, but that are all scrambling to find a way to share music and to make a living. And so, and I'm ahead of the game because of you guys, because I have you guys, the patrons at Patreon, and anybody who shows up here. And so I want to share what I'm doing with them, and I've invited them. So we'll see who shows up today. In the meantime, let's just do our usual, let's get into this the way we usually do. I'm going to play a cover tune that we kind of made our welcome song. And during this song, in fact, let me put my glasses on so that I can see the chat room. And during this song, just a first name, and even if you've been here 100 times, where you are, what city, what country, what state, And if you're in Manhattan or if you're in New York City, the neighborhood, because New York, is a different town every 5 blocks. So if you're in Manhattan, just the neighborhood, but everybody else. Yop? Stinus? Linda's here. Hey, Linda. So far, I see that we've got Florida, Maine, New York City, the Netherlands. All right, so we've got the East Coast and a couple of people across the ocean. We got that covered. Let's see if we get some of our West Coast people and our Las Vegas, Nevada people. Is Valerie here from Chicago? Ain't no use to keep her taking abuse when the news is so unkind. You can hang out with me and some friends that you need who will help you through this troubled time. Just reach on out, show up online, let us know that you're ready to go. There ain't no dues and you can leave your blues behind. Let's have a little peace of mind. Peace, yeah, peace of mind. Val is here from Chicago. Very cool. There comes a time you just might find your heart is sinking like a stone. Well, you don't have to pretend that you're not missing your friends and you're starting to feel alone. Just make no mistake, for your very own sake, here's a little thought for now. We can kick off our shoes and let our thoughts be kind. Let's have a little peace of mind. Doris in Indiana. Peace, yeah, peace of mind. Gonna make us feel better. You find a speaker mighty good line, they'll charm you all the way. They'll take you along on a sweet, sweet song and steal your heart away. But blessed be the one who can understand why people have to act that way. 'Cause if I knew, I wouldn't want to say. Let's have a little peace of mind. Laura from Argentina. Very cool. And I see Allison, so we got the West Coast covered. Peace, yeah, peace of mind. All we want is peace, a little peace of mind. All we're here for is So Cheetah and Angelique and Jaap are here from the Netherlands. Do you guys know each other? Angelique and Mr. Stinus? Because I know Angelique and Cheetah, they're in the Netherlands, but they're in different cities, right? Jana is here. Hi, Jana. And our good friend Brandon, who is in Detroit. There's Brandon. He's gonna kick us off tomorrow and get us started in our private gig. But I think he's gonna jump out of the lifeguard chair and I'll just make Sean a co-host, and he can jump into the lifeguard chair tomorrow when we do our private one. But we'll talk about that in a second. One thing, hi Meg. Hey Quint. Quint, these guys will tell you, by the way. I was finding it so curious that you and Corey Brunish and a couple other guys, and usually people in the business, when I ask on Facebook what songs you guys want to hear, and an hour before the show you guys make a request and then don't show up. Well, guess what? We played your request anyway. So maybe we'll do it again toward the end of the thing, but we did play A Pirate Looks at 40 for you. Right, guys? Tell them. Listen, I'll tell you what. Yesterday was a date on a calendar that human beings, you know, as soon as we figured out how to watch the sun and calculate its journey across the sky, we invented something called time. And thanks, Brandon. And all right, so there's 36 of us here on. Oh, by the way, you 6 people that are watching on Facebook, Brandon will supply you with the link to join us on YouTube. When I look down here, I'm looking at a chat, and it's the YouTube chat. So when you're making comments on Facebook, you can hang out with each other and make comments and stuff, but I don't see them. So if you want to join the party over here, Brandon always supplies a link, and all you got to do is click on it and just join us over at YouTube, and then you can make requests and stuff, and I can see what you're saying over here. But so anyway, what I was saying was yesterday was September 11, and I was in Manhattan 19 years ago, as were many of you, and I was taking care of, in the best way I could, 2 friends. We were kind of taking care of each other, but I was in a position where I could actually help these 2 guys, and one guy was really having a shaky time. So my other friend and I, Dennis and I, we went out and said we would get him while this act of mass murder was happening in New York City. And so we were walking on foot down 6th Avenue when this sea of humanity was all walking naturally uptown, moving uptown. So we were the salmon going upstream. And I knew right away I would never write a song about that event, and I would never write a song about that day. I knew it. And actually, I still, maybe a lot of you feel the same way if you were in New York City, and even if you weren't. I don't know where to put that event in my heart, in my being. I don't know where it goes. So it's got its own little category. But every year, you know, people commemorate these things, and as significant as that day was for all of us, a lot of people would say September 11, the day that changed the world. Well, you know, in the most significant ways, it didn't change anything. It was precisely the same world on September 10th, 2001. We just became aware of a lot more. And then, of course, practically and logistically, a lot of things changed. But I knew I wouldn't write a song about that day. A day that personally personally was as or maybe more significant happened in my life just 5 days later, in Central Park, at the Hill. It changed me as an artist. It changed me as a man. It changed me as a human being. And it was September 16th. Now, last night, I'm up here in Washington Heights now. I've moved quite a few times since September 11, but now I'm up in Washington Heights. And I looked out my window last night, and this is looking down the length of Manhattan. So I'm all the way up by the George Washington Bridge, and then there's a lot of people, and then that's all the way down. You can just see what they're calling now the Freedom Tower. I hate that name, but they're calling it the Freedom Tower. That's right down there at the base of those lights. And I think illuminating that site every year is a beautiful thing, but it made me think. It made me think again about September 16. And September 16th falls on a Wednesday. So I'll meet you, it's next Wednesday, so I'll meet you back here. And tell you guys, share with you the significance of September 16th. The first song that I wrote after September 11 was maybe one of the most optimistic and feel-good songs I've ever written. Didn't come for a long time. I didn't write anything for a long time. And then one day, the guitar went, and this was the song. The first song I wrote after September 11, 2001. Would you guys do me a favor? Especially for any newcomers here? Would you guys all chat the lyrics and mean it? You said you woke up feeling frightened, senses heightened, overwhelmed, lost and alone, a little overwrought until you finally thought that you'd drop it all and pick up the phone. And I didn't do nothing but really listen to everything you had to say, till I knew that you'd be okay. The next week it was my turn. I was in a slow burn about something or nothing at all. I don't even remember, but I remember I was hurting, so I gave you a call. And you didn't do nothing but really listen to everything I had to say, till you knew that I'd be okay. We take turns being angels for one another, 'cause there's never been a day when we all want to stay under the covers. I think we're all just lucky that it works that way. Thank heaven we're not all crazy on the same day. And in the back of a taxi, I heard talk radio, one of those shows people call when they want to know what life's about. A big fat mouth was at a mic, going on and on about who's out to get you if you don't watch out. It's funny, but the phony probably makes a lot of money to create a little panic every day. But I think I found a better way. We take turns being angels for one another, 'cause there's never been a day when we all want to stay under the covers. I think we're all just lucky that it works that way. Chat it with me. Thank heaven we're not all crazy on the same day. Let's make room for Willie. Hey, Duval. Hey, Lori. We take turns being angels for one another. Cause there's never been a day when we all want to stay under the covers. We're just damn lucky that it works that way. Thank heaven we're not all crazy on the same day. Yeah, on the same day. We're not crazy on the same day. La-dum, da-dum, da-dum, dum. You know, you guys have seen, because I've showed them a million times. And then I promise we're going to get off this and we're going to move on like we do. But you guys have, if you're new or if you're a newcomer, just let us know in either chat room, either Facebook or YouTube. Just let us know if you're watching and hanging out with us for the first time. This is what I do. They call me that guitar man from Central Park. I started calling myself that in 1992, the very first week that I ever put a guitar on my shoulder and went out to the park. And so when I show these photos, there's nothing. I coined the phrase for myself, typically amazing, because looking at the crowds of people and the smiles and the fun and the singing and the dancing and the joy, it's amazing. But every single one of these photos that I'm showing are typical. This happened every weekend. Now, I'm not going to. We won't get into the whole thing. I'm going to explain a little bit more tomorrow for our patrons. And if you want to, by the way, if you want to join us and become a patron for like $5 a month, you can come to the private gigs where we can all see each other, and we can all, if somebody has something to say, you can share it with the whole group, and it's a lot of fun. That's tomorrow, but I'll talk about that in a second. But the September 16th was 5 days after September 11, and the experience leading up to that wound up in the musical Possibility Junkie. It became a whole musical segment that led into the song Crazy on the Same Day in the musical Possibility Junkie. Now, Gretchen Cryer is in the chat room right now. She directed Possibility Junkie when we workshopped it 3 weeks at Theater for the New City. Duval Osteen was such an amazing part. Andrea Sluchin, Allie, Ria, all of you were such amazing parts of making that musical into a show, making it viable, making it into the play that it became. But that scene is described in the musical. And we'll talk about it. I'm going to try my best. There actually is video footage of that day. And it's shaky. It was on VHS tape, but it does exist. And I'm going to try my best to be able to share that with you by Wednesday. But when you see photos of what I do in Central Park, try to imagine, and if you've been there, try to imagine me showing up in the park. I didn't have the sound system I have now. I had this much smaller thing called a Passport. but showing up not to do what they were doing at Union Square, not to do what they were doing at other places where people were having little Dixie cups with the candles in them, and they were all having memorials, and they were having prayer vigils, and and people were sitting around singing with their guitars, you know, Give Peace a Chance and everything. I went to Central Park that day, the Sunday, September 16th, just because it's what I do. And I thought I was going to be alone. I thought I was going to be alone. You know, maybe a handful of people. It was such a strange week. The bridges were closed. People couldn't leave Manhattan or enter Manhattan. There were business travelers who were all stranded in their hotels. There was no air traffic overhead, except for, you know, randomly an F-16 fighter would fly over. It was such a strange week. But I went to the park just to do what I do. And I'll just share this with you now, because I want to do City Song, and if you guys will chat it with me, that'd be great. But try to imagine people 6 deep at the top of the hill, all the way to the road. Try to picture people sitting on the path on either side of me. Try to picture when I introduced City Song, out of that many people, you could have heard somebody breathing. It was probably the most. Oh, and that woman, Kathy Gilmore from California, she got up and she sang with me. But we weren't singing patriotic songs, and we weren't waving flags, and we weren't singing sad songs. We were just doing what we do. I think that day I probably sang, you know, the theme from Gilligan's Island. We all sang "Peaceful Easy Feeling" by the Eagles. But I sang this song that I had written just about 2 years before. And what I said, I'll share on Wednesday. But the moment that led to this song being sung that day truly changed my life as an artist. She's a marriage of extremes. She's a geometric maze, with nights too loud for dreams and 27-hour days. And sometimes if it seems that she's just stumbling in a daze, still she won't slow down. Some say she's uninviting, uncaring and uncouth. Some say that she's cold and long forsaken by her youth. But all these lies about her can't be further from the truth. They don't know my town. I feel the heart that's beating in New York City, with the warmth of the people that I've found. They're the kind who love to live and have so much love to give, but are strong enough to turn this world around. And when I need to know the meaning of romance, and I give them half a chance, they never let me down. See, it's the people that you meet that are the breath and the heartbeat of this great old town. There's still nothing like the sparkle of her skyline after dark. Dreamers and adventurers come here to make their mark. And yet, in a New York minute, You can be in Central Park where the world stands still. Now I've done a little traveling from Key Biscayne to Nome. There's something about each place to love, no matter where I roam. But I can't wait to get back to her. I call New York my home, and I always will. 'Cause I hear the love song you're singing in New York City. It's a symphony, it sounds like rock and roll. And in the subways and the streets, there's a rhythm that beats until it heats up every heart and every soul. 9 million different voices joining in here, while those who've never been here blindly put her down. But I don't care what they think of her, 'cause I live here and I love her, and she's my Actually, you know what? If you were in that crowd, now I know Denise, is Denise in the chat room today? She might not be in the chat room today. Denise was there. David Marcus was there. Who else do I know was there? David Schwartz just said he was there. Do you see yourself in any of these photos, David? That photo there of that standing ovation, that was the moment after I sang City's Song. And I'm going to explain on Wednesday what that's all about, too. We did, Gretchen Cryer and I turned that into a musical moment in Possibility Junkie. Oh, and listen, you guys, if you're hanging out with us now, and you were in, again, this is, by the way, there were no digital cameras back then. How I have these photos is back then, people used to that was back in the years where disposable cameras were all the rage. And people would buy these disposable cameras at a Duane Reade drugstore, and then they would go to like 1 Hour Photo or CVS, and they would get the pictures developed, but they would always get duplicates. And so they would keep a set, and then they would drop photos in my guitar case. And then with the dawn of scanners and whatnot, I got to share these with you guys now. But these were actual photographs that were left in my guitar case. Oh, there's Denise. Yes, she was in the crowd. It's like I said, it's a remarkable thing. But one of the things, and again, I'll talk about Gretchen. You usually have an online gig on Wednesday. If it was that novel that you were helping to script doctor, or that memoir rather, I hope it was, because if you can be here Wednesday, I want to try. I think I want to share some clips from Possibility Junkie, and you were the director on it. But anyway, that's on Wednesday. When I say it changed my life as an artist, it truly did. That moment, that day, it gave me a sense of purpose. Who knows? Like before that, on my albums, I was singing about love. I was singing about dancing at the Oak Beach Inn. I was singing about heartbreak. I was singing about all the things that are equally important, right? Life. But on my first 4 albums, there wasn't a song that was about, that had a hint of social conscience or politics on anything that I was writing. And that all changed. But besides that, that sense of purpose, it changed the way I wrote. Now, fast forward all these years, I'm still writing in that way. And it's impacting people in different ways. It's not up to me, it's just out there. If you guys, if anybody here was in the music video, Believe It or Not, I want to share this with you. There's a bunch of fifth graders, because I don't know, is Jackie here? Jackie and David Jacobs. I saw David, I think, in Florida. Well, Jackie is a teacher, and she wanted to share the message in our song, in Believe It or Not, with her fifth graders, because she felt it was important for those young minds to hear a reason why you guys are wearing masks in the middle of a global pandemic. And she sent me a very, I just get such a kick out of this. Believe it or not, I'm not a fan of... Watching the song, watching the video that you guys, a lot of you guys are in, I really get a kick out of the kids at the second table in the last row because they're just grabbing a little nap time, which is absolutely cool. That would have been my table. But that's kind of cool, right? If you were in that video, then you're helping to possibly, maybe one or two of those kids will remember seeing that video for the rest of their lives. I have memories from fifth grade, so maybe someday there'll be a 45-year-old woman or man saying, and then our teacher showed us this video, and everybody was smiling, but it seemed important. Who knows? Who knows, right? Maybe they'll all forget it by recess. But here's the song. If you're in this video, oh, and by the way, if you're one of the artists that I invited to watch this and see what I'm doing, this is one of the things we're doing that nobody else is really doing. Myself and you guys are creating these videos. One, two, three, go ahead. Believe it or not, I'm not doing this because I like it. Believe it or not, it's not 'cause somebody told me to. Believe it or not, it's not that I decided not to fight it. Believe it or not, I'm doing this for you. Believe it or not, I'm not making some kind of statement. Believe it or not, I'm not a pillar of society. Believe it or not, it's not for my own entertainment, but whatever you believe isn't up to me. Yeah, you can take it or leave it. I just thought it might be worth a shot, but I don't really care if you believe it or not. Believe it or not, I don't do things 'cause all my friends do. Believe it or not, I'm not a fan of conformity. Believe it or not, I'm not intending to offend you, but whatever burns your ass isn't up to me. Tell 'em, Chris. Believe it or not, it's not the way I would have planned it. Believe it or not, I'm a man who rarely does what he's told to do. Believe it or not, I don't believe you'll Okay, Jackie, tomorrow, you can explain. I did a G-rated version just for Jackie to show her kids. She actually asked if I would take out the line, "Whatever burns your ass isn't up to me." So that was edited. And then at the end where it says, "Okay, now put on a mask, damn it," in her version, it says, "Okay, now put on a mask, please," in capital letters, which is essentially the same thing as "damn it." And I took out one other thing. Oh, you know that image I created of my beautiful niece, the nurse, standing there and giving the finger to the coronavirus? That, which is actually somebody else's artwork that I edited, but that it was replaced. So I did this G-rated version. So yes, Allison, if you want to, actually high school kids can handle whatever burns your ass. But yeah, that was Jackie's idea. It wasn't my idea. And so yes, there is now, if anybody wants the link, I'll send it to you. It's a G-rated version. But that's the original version. That's the one that I stand by. Whatever burns your ass is not up to me. That's a nice way of saying I don't give a fuck. All right, so let's do this. A little less talking and now just music. Katie is in the chat room right now, right? And Katie is here. There she is. Katie has lately. I've been watching. You've been having a tough time, darling. So she asked for this song. It's a cover tune. I'm going to do it. I do it in Central Park all the time. I love doing it. So would you guys do me a favor? While I'm doing this song, chat along with me if you want. But if you have anything that might make our friend Katie smile, or if you have anything that might make her day just a little bit better, even if it's just a wish, during this song, let's all just shoot some good energy at our friend Katie, who has been having a really tough time. All right? Oh, by the way, Drew and Linda, who are in the park right now, would you guys take a picture of where you're watching, where you're hanging out with us? Take a selfie of you guys watching the gig, especially anybody else on a beautiful day like today in New York City. If you're outdoors and you're hanging out with us, would you take a selfie and send it? Like Jan. Here we go. When I get off of this mountain, I know where I'm gonna go. Straight down the Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico, to Lake Charles, Louisiana, to a Bessie girl that I once knew. She told me just to come on by if there's anything that she could do. Singing up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunkard's dream if I ever did see one. Good luck had stung me, to the racetrack I did go. She bet on one horse to win and I bet on another to show. Where the odds are in my favor and I had them 5-1. That nag to win came around the track and sure enough defends me, a drunkard's dream if I ever did see one. I picked up my winnings and I gave a little Bessie half. She tore it up and threw it in my face just for a laugh. Now there's one thing in the whole wide world that I would sure like to see. That's when a little lover of mine dips a donut in my tea. Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunkard's dream if I ever did see one. Well, there's floods in California, and up north it's freezing cold. And you know this life of living on the road is getting pretty old. So I think I'll call up my big mama and I tell her I'd be rolling in. But you know deep down I'm kind of tempted to go and see my Bessie again. Singing up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunkard's dream if I ever did see one. Okay, going down the list. By the way, Lori, yes, we do have a request that you made, and I'm going to do that today, but Zoe asked for a David Bromberg tune. So, and maybe we'll get to Quint too. Maybe we'll do Quint again too, but let's just go down some of the requests. Zoe asked for a David Bromberg tune, and this is just a brief sagacity concerning one of the most ambulatory Homo sapiens that ever asphyxiated upon the globe. And after this song, we got a request for David Hayase as well. Kids, I want to tell you about a man named Bloom. He come from down in New Orleans, and he made his living stealing chickens and anything that he could see. You know, this pop-eyed man, he runs so fast that his feet wouldn't stay on the road. And if a freight train passed, no matter how fast, well, he could always get on board, 'cause he was a traveling man. He certainly was a traveling man. The travelingest man, well, that there ever was in the land. And you know what, Zoe? He traveled, and he was known for miles around. And he never got caught, and he never got whooped until the police shot him down. Well, now the police hired a motor car just to chase after my buddy Bloom. They chased him from 5 o'clock in the morning until 8 in the late afternoon. You know, this pop-eyed man, he runs so fast, they say flames shot out of his heels. While he burned up the cotton, he scorched the corn and made a road through the farmer's fields. 'Cause he was a traveling man. He certainly was a traveling man. The travelingest man, well, that there ever was in the land. And you know what, Gretchen? He traveled, and he was known for miles around. And he never got caught, and he never got whooped until the police shot him down. Well, now the police finally caught up with Bloom. Had him out to hang one day. Executioner leaned over, said, "My good man, have you any last words you desire to say?" "As it so happens, Your Honor, I have a brief speech prepared if you'd bow your head a moment in prayer." And then he crossed both legs and winked one eye and vanished straight up in the air. He was a traveling man. He certainly was a traveling man. Travelingest man, yeah, that ever was in the land. You know what, Dean? He traveled and he was known for miles around. And he never got caught and he never got whooped until the police shot him down. Well, now Bloom was on the Titanic when it put out to sea. He was playing B-flat clarinet in the orchestra that rendered Near My God to Thee. Some people saw him when he jumped overboard. They said, did you get a load of that crazy fool? But friends, just 45 minutes right after that, he was shooting craps in Liverpool. He was a traveling man, certainly was a traveling man. The travelingest man, well, that there ever was in the land. Stuart and Marcy, he traveled and he was known for miles around. And he never got caught and never got whooped until the police shot him down. Well, now the European police caught up with Bloom, shot him in the head. People come down from miles on down just to observe the man as he lay dead. They telegraphed back to the States to his mama. She come all carried away in tears. She reached down to open up the coffin lid, and that fool had disappeared. He was a traveling man. He certainly was a traveling man. Travelingest man, well, that there ever was in the land. You know what, Nancy? He traveled and he was known for miles around. And he never got caught and never got whooped until the police shot him down. Okay, it's synonym time, Allie. Synonyms. This guy, give me some synonyms in the chat room. This man was so fast. I want you to understand, he was abrupt. He was sudden. He was precipitous. He was swift, mercurial. This guy was so fast.
How fast was he?
They used to say that the man could turn off the light and get under the covers before the room got dark. Well, now one day Bloom had to go to the well to fetch a pail of water. The distance this rapscallion had to traverse was approximately 3 miles and a quarter. He got to the well, filled up the bucket. On his way back, he stumbled, dropped the pail, and fell down. He ran back to the house, grabbed another bucket, and caught the water before it hit the ground. He was a traveling man. He certainly was a traveling man. Travelingest man, well, that there ever was in the land. You know what, guys? He traveled, and he was known for miles around. And he never got caught, and he never got whooped until the police shot him down. Tell him, Willie. Tell him, Denise. Tell him, Sean. Tell him, Hayase. Tell him, Edie. That's it. Let's keep going. Request time. Oh, I'll tell you what. David Hayase asked for a song. Oh, and by the way, guys, tomorrow on the private one, we're going to discuss, and then on Wednesday it's September 16th, so I really want to share with you maybe some clips from Possibility Junkie and some other things about that day. But, because it was so significant in my life. But tomorrow, I want to share with you guys something that I woke up to on Facebook today. There's a guy that was on Bleecker Street when I was on Bleecker Street during the sex, drugs, and rock and roll years. And when I was when I was slowly committing suicide, actually, that's not true. When I was writing that chapter, that crazy, crazy fucking chapter in my life at the Red Lion and the Rock and Roll Cafe next door, this guy was as established as Bob and I were across Sullivan Street. On the other side, down by McDougal, this guy was the name, really, at a place called the Back Fence. And his name was Greg Alden. And Greg he never stopped being a singer-songwriter. And as far as he did the cruise ship thing and all that kind of stuff. And great, amazing voice, Greg Alden. But I've been watching him a little bit. I would stop in and support him when he does his, he's been doing Facebook Live. And I woke up this morning, and he and a couple of other artists that have been doing their best, scrambling with Facebook Live. I don't know, Brandon, have you seen this? This happened today, or I saw this today. Now, I don't know if I haven't really verified it, and I haven't, I got to find out more about it. But the word that they were talking about is October 1st. They're going to be shutting down creators on Facebook Live who are creating a music listening experience for themselves or others. So I think I'm creating a music listening experience for myself and others. And if that's the case, if Facebook really is, well, first of all, we have YouTube, right? But when I first met Brandon and we were talking about how to actually do this best and reach the most people, we were both pretty unimpressed with Facebook. Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk about it. Brandon. All right. Hey, listen, man. Oh, cool. All right. We'll talk about it. But I'm not worried because I've got issues like we all do with Facebook and privacy and Zuckerberg and responsibility and politics and money and all of it. But basically, my first initial instinct is to say, fuck you, Facebook. And I just said that streaming on Facebook, and some robot, I'm sure, took note of that. I don't give a rat's ass, but that's the nature of that's the reality of the world we're living in these days. So we'll figure out what to do with that. Brandon, thanks so much for showing up again, brother. He's going to get us launched tomorrow, and then he's got a big gig he's got to do. So we'll be on our own tomorrow, but Sean is going to be in the lifeguard chair, I hope. Oh, and then Brandon, nice parting shot. I completely forget. If you do want to help out supporting this for as long as we're doing it, that's the place. And tomorrow, I'm going to tell you guys a whole lot about the year, the Something Annual year-end concert, because that's all coming up too. But let me do this. Let me do a song that I wrote. It's my newest song. Well, no, it's not. It's one of my newer songs. And then I'm going to do that request that David Hayasi sent in. All right? Yeah, Bob Bard. We're in a different reality, but I actually, as long as I'm not intentionally hurting anyone, as long as I'm not being a shit, I kind of live by the principle that it's much easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. And we'll just find new ways to be creative. Some people say the way I live is backwards. They don't know how a full-grown man can live this way. But if people say the way I live is backwards, then I'm aware that I don't care what people say. Some scratch their heads at my determination to live each day the way I truly feel, paying close attention to my own imagination, while imagining the best becoming real. Well, here I am. This is me, trying to live without regret, so you can bet that what you get is what you see. 'Cause what we hold as true isn't always what it seems. I hope you love your life. Mine gets made in my dreams. Some people say I live my life like some damn hippie. Right, Willie? And that day and age is gone and out of sight. But if a world of peace and love is what those kids were dreaming of, in many ways, those damn hippies had it right. It's not up to me to say that there's a right or wrong way. We're all free to live whatever life we choose. But you'd be mistaken to believe that I am weak or I'm naive. Life is too damn short and there's no time to lose. So here I am, just standing in the light. Einstein said imagination is the strongest thing on earth, and he was right. 'Cause what we hold as true is almost never what it seems. I hope you love your life. Mine gets made in my dreams. I truly hope you love your life. Mine was made in my dreams. All right, you know what? Right after, now David Hayase asked for a song called Drift Away. It was recorded by Dobie Gray, right? One-hit wonder. Nobody ever heard of Dobie Gray before or after. But here's a little tidbit about the song Drift Away. You guys, in fact, maybe tomorrow I'll share a couple of videos that you've seen me on stage with Paul Williams, the songwriter, who, by the way, is also an actor in the series Goliath and is just doing a brilliant job. But Paul Williams, who wrote like Evergreen and Superstar and, oh God, what else did Paul Williams write? Out in the Country. He wrote for Three Dog Night. But Paul Williams, Paul and I, we got to hang out together a few times. I've shared a stage with him at the Global Citizens Festival, not the Global Citizens Festival, the Global Family Reunion a few years back. A bunch of you went, right? And I did a set, but then I backed up Paul. Oh, he wrote The Rainbow Connection. What am I talking about? So I got to play, and while Paul Williams sang Rainbow Connection, and we've done that a few times. One time I was doing a gig in Mexico, and Paul was there, and he jumped on stage, and we did a Three Dog Night song, and so we kind of know each other. But here's something interesting about Drift Away. It's such an anthem that Paul is actually a little jealous. His brother wrote that song. That's something? Paul Williams' brother. Now, Paul Williams is known internationally as a songwriter, but the one song he or she wrote was Drift Away, that was written by his brother. So, right after this song, Drift Away, by Paul Williams' brother, we'll do a song that actually got me through a lot of summers, that I see Dean is asking for, that I haven't played in a long time. So let's do these two things, all right? Drift Away, and then we'll do a song called It's Magic. If you guys, every single person in here, sings this song as loud as you possibly can, for them and for yourselves, we'll take that feeling home. I swear it's real. I sound like the inside of a Snapple cap. But it's real. You can take that home. Some who had a tough 2012 are here tonight. But we all know how it feels when things go wrong. I've got a simple way we can help them feel alright. If we all just sing along to the words of this great old song. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
Thanks for the joy that you've given me. I want you to know I believe in this song. Rhythm and rhyme and harmony. And all of you, oh, it's rock and roll and drift away.
All right, fuck it. You guys sing it by yourselves. Here we go.
All right, one more time for Hurricane City.
Can we join them? Everybody, here we go.
Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
Now, 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 now. I want to take the
Free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
drift away, drift away.
Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
All right, last time. Here we go.
Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
I did not want that song to end. Keep going.
You can take it home with you. God, that was great.
You know, when I watch those videos and I see all of you guys, it's an out-of-body experience. It really is. Like, I can't picture myself being the man in the middle of that. I can't picture myself as being the instigator of that much fun. But God damn it, I love sharing music with you guys. And I love being a playwright. I love sitting in the dark with you, watching other artists shine in the light with words that I've written. I'm telling you guys, one of these days, a producer is gonna figure out what to do with David James Ippolito. And two things are gonna happen. They're gonna have so much fun, and they're gonna make so much fucking money. Once somebody figures out what to do with me, I mean, look what we do. That's just, we do that together. That's the thing about, that's why I love what I do with my life. I write a song, it just sits there until I share it with somebody, and then you guys make it that. Now, I didn't write that song, but you know what I'm saying? We did the reading of The Green Room, right? Tomorrow, I might show a clip of that play. Maybe tomorrow, because on Wednesday, I'm going to show a couple of clips from the musical Possibility Junkie. Again, directed by Gretchen Cryer. So Gretchen, I hope you can make it Wednesday. If not, just know that I'm singing your praises. This song, well, let me just play it. This song, the last year of my dad's life, when he had already slipped off the cliff into dementia, that last 2 years were challenging and very painful and very difficult, and beautiful in so many ways. My sisters and I all came together in really in extraordinary ways to make Joe's approaching the exit door as easy as possible. But I would come out to the park on a Saturday afternoon after maybe a particularly difficult week, and I would sing this song. And I sang it with you guys, and I meant every word of it. And then after Dad died, after Pop died, I would sing it the next summer, really to say thank you. He cut her in half with a shiny steel saw. He put her all back together, and I was in awe. As rabbits and doves and bandanas appeared, and he pulled a quarter right out of my ear. And I turned to my dad. I said, how'd he do it? Pop, he just smiled. He said, there's nothing to it. It's magic. And you don't want to know just how they do it. It would ruin the show. You've just got to believe, 'cause believing is what makes it happen. It's nothing but magic. Well, I fell in love the first time in 8th grade, and I started shaving the very next day. Just walking her home made me light on my feet, and I promised her things I'm not gonna repeat. And when I asked my dad why girls had that effect, he said, you better ask Mom. I ain't figured that yet. It's magic, and you don't wanna know just how they do it. It would ruin the show. You've just got to believe, 'cause believing is what makes it happen. It's nothing but magic. Well, the years have been hard. The years have been kind. The past years have taken both parents of mine. Some things you can't wait, change with a wave of your hand. And there are so many things I still don't understand. But when I show up online to do what I do, there's love and there's healing when I'm singing with you, and it's magic. I don't want to know just how you do it. It would ruin the show. You've just got to believe, 'cause believing is what makes it happen. It's nothing but magic, and I don't want to know, 'cause it would ruin the show. You've just got to believe, 'cause believing is what makes it happen. It's nothing but magic. Thanks for asking for that one, Dean. Let me do this. Let's do 2 more requests. One came from Laura Donna, and I'm guessing she's not here today because when Laura Donna is in the chat room, I usually know it. When Laura Donna's in the chat room, Vermont usually knows it. Unless you're on Facebook. Laura Donna, if you're on Facebook, anybody that's hanging out with us on Facebook, please join us over here on YouTube so I can see your chats. Thanks, Bob Bard. This is a song that I never did until Laura Donna asked for this last hang. And I had never played it before. And what happens often is that you guys ask for a song like I haven't seen Richard and Elaine in here from Maryland, but Richard asked for a oh, good night, Val. Hi, Rhea. But anyway, Richard asked for a song by Ringo. When he was the Ringo was our featured artist last gig, and it's a song I never played before. And I said, "Is that a keeper?" And we all said, "Yeah, that's a keeper." Same thing with this one. I'm gonna take a freight train down to the station. I don't care where it goes. Gonna climb a mountain, the highest mountain. Jump off, nobody gonna know. Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Gonna buy me a ticket as far as I can now, and I ain't never coming back. Gonna ride me a southbound all the way to Georgia until that train runs out of track. Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Hey! Gonna take a freight train down at the station. Now, I don't care where it goes. Gonna find a building here in Manhattan and jump off, nobody gonna know. Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? No, can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Crazy, crazy woman. Can't you see? Crazy woman, what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Gonna jump, can't you see? Gonna jump that crazy woman. Ah! Oh, you know what, guys? And this is for anybody new. Did I see Samara here from Maui, from Hawaii? What time is it in Maui? It's got to be morning, right? Where you are? Can't imagine doing this in the morning. Emmett, excellent lead guitar. Actually, I am the shittiest lead guitar player. But thank you. I fake it. I just watch where the fingers go, and they do whatever they want to do. Christina is here from San Jose. Hey, Christina. What's going on? All right, so right now we've got David and Jackie are in Florida. Willie is up in Maine. Zoe's in Carolina. Nancy is in New Jersey. Doris is in Indiana. Val was in Chicago. She's still in Chicago. She just left us, though. Drew and Linda are over by the river, outdoors. Cheetah and Angelique are in the Netherlands. I didn't see Mr. Robbie, so Switzerland's not here. And I haven't seen Rodrigo, so I guess Spain is not here. Chris in England, he usually shows up on Sunday. Oh, and listen, guys, while Dean is here, I should tell you guys, yes, the season in Central Park canceled, right? So if you get tempted to ask, no, the answer is no. No matter what happens, we're not going out to Central Park this year. Only because, two reasons. One is, it's not the responsible thing to do. It's a very entitled and selfish thing to do. As much as we love it, it's not the end of the world. We can hang out this way. And the other reason is, I could get out there and I could be playing, can't you see? And you guys could all be hanging out 6 feet apart, wearing masks, and then some MAGA Trump supporter type, a group of people might show up not wearing masks and sit down right in the middle of you guys. And as much as I would love to someday be a pacifist, I would get ugly. So there is but. And as soon as I said this before, as soon as Radio City Music Hall canceled the Christmas Spectacular, it confirmed what we all knew, that there was no way we were going to be able to do this Something annual year-end concert at Merkin Concert Hall. As much fun as you guys see when I show these, when I share these videos, there's no way to pull that off. And so we're going to do something really, really special online. And Dean is going to be a part of that, getting the video to you guys. And we're going to do it, I think, I'm negotiating between Merkin Concert Hall and a smaller theater called the Triad, that Duval has done a lot of work at as an actor. Because the Triad, number one, it's a small little venue. It's a little off-Broadway house, like a 99-seat house. But we don't need 500 seats. Merkin Concert Hall is almost 500 seats big. We don't need that. And it's cavernous. So all we need is a place for the band to get together. And so far I heard back from Dan and from George, and they're both enthusiastically on board. So if Chris Tedesco and Ryan show up, we got ourselves a party. And that's the stage at the Triad, and that's the setup that this guy John Furbish has got set up. He's got 9 robotic cameras for that little tiny stage that he can rotate and zoom and everything right from that little pilot's chair that he's at. But I asked him if Dean could feed his handheld camera into that system, and then Dean can do what he does and be right there on stage with us. And then what I'm thinking is that after the gig is over, we'll do like a 90-minute gig, because Allie was saying, yeah, instead of doing, there's not going to be an audience there, so instead of doing the usual, 2 hours plus, let's do a 90-minute gig, and then we'll do breakout rooms on Zoom where you guys can hang out with us. and I'll just send out to a diner around the corner, the Utopia Diner around the corner, and I'll just get a whole bunch of shit delivered, and we'll hang out in the theater and Zoom with you guys. And we'll make that the VIP tickets for the patrons, and for any of the general public that wants to pay extra, they can hang out with us after the gig is over. And it might be really, really fun. If the triad isn't available, you know, Quinn, thank you so much. But can I tell you, I'm sure they're available. And I've been talking to them anyway, but these venues are scrambling like the rest of us. We're all starved. 2020 is a shit show, but we're finding ways to make it work. You know what? Lori asked for a song. She actually wanted to see, she loves the at Merkin Concert Hall, George and Teresa and I would do this little 3-part harmony section. The rest of the band would leave the stage, and George, Teresa, and I would have some fun in this little, 2-3 song segment. And so Lori asked to see one of those, and I said, absolutely. You know what? This was from, I don't remember what year this was from. I think maybe 2015. I think maybe 2015. One of you guys can help me out with that. But this is just too much fun. So that's why, no matter what, you're not going to want to miss the Something Annual Year-End Concert. We're going to do something fun because we always do. Creative people are finding new ways to be creative. Well, fun people are finding new ways to have fun. And good people are finding new ways to be good. And kind people are finding new ways to be kind. And shitty people are finding all new ways to be shitty. But we'll do a song for them after this. This is for Lori in Pennsylvania. Let's do another one. Monday, so good to me. Monday morning, it was all I hoped it would be. But Monday morning couldn't guarantee that Monday that you would still be here with me. Monday, can't trust that day. Monday, sometimes it just turns out that way. Oh, Monday morning, you gave me no warning of what was to be. Oh, Monday, how could you leave and not take me? Every other day of the week is fine, yeah. But whenever Monday comes, you can find me crying all of the time. Monday, so good to me. Monday morning, it was all I hoped it would be. But Monday morning couldn't guarantee that Monday evening you will still be here with me. Every other day of the week is fine, yeah.
Monday comes, you can find me crying all of the time. Wait for it. Monday, Monday. Can't trust that day. Monday, Monday. It just turns out that way. Oh, Monday, Monday. Don't go away. Monday, Monday. It's here to stay.
George is like, wait for it. I'm telling you, you know what makes me think? I'm going to create a, in fact, today, you know what, today, in a couple of songs, I'm going to play a Billy Joel song again that'll give David Jacobs, that'll give Jake in Florida a choice. He can, because he's a bass player and actually knows what he's doing. Because I don't read or write music, so I just kind of play whatever I think sounds cool. But I'll play this Billy Joel song, and then that way Jake can actually play along with the replay, and then he can send me the video, and we'll create one of those live remote videos that we've been doing. And watching that made me think, I need to do a John Prine song with Pretty Denise, who is actually in the chat room right now. Because Denise is, if I get lucky and just, hang on a second. Sometimes I get lucky and the picture comes right up, but it doesn't look like it. But Denise, actually, after Teresa moved back to Indiana, Denise would jump up and sing songs with me in the park. And she had suggested a while ago that there's a John Prine song that would be perfect and so much fun to do. So what I got to do is I got to figure out a way to create one of those videos. So I'm going to do one with Jake, and I'm going to do one with Denise, the John Prine song with Denise. It gives us something to be excited about. It gives us something to be excited about. It gives us something to look forward to. You know, it's. I mean, when I share these photos, and I think, you know, how lucky am I? David Hayase and Sean Friedman are the guys who take these photos, and so you guys have to be missing this too. There's Jay. There's Denise. Okay, that's what I was waiting for. So we got to do a John Prine song. But yeah, like, you know, Jay and Debbie and, you know, the imaginary brass band, and I'm sure you guys are missing this as much as I am. So we'll do the one with Jake, and we'll do the one with Denise, and tomorrow, when I get to actually speak with you guys, I get to actually hear your voices, and when I'm playing songs, I get to actually see your faces. And even though the technology doesn't exist that we can actually sing together, we can make a mess of things a couple of times, and at least once a show, we can all just kind of make a mess of a song. But in the meantime, when I'm watching you guys, if your lips are moving, I know you're singing along with me, and I know you're smiling along with me. So if you're not a patron, go to my website, or Sean, maybe in the chat room right now, if you could post the link where people can become a patron. You can still do it. You can become a patron today and join us tomorrow for the private gig. Miss it so much. I know, Edie, I know. Jay, yes, that's the song. In Spite of Ourselves. Good to see you, Jay. I didn't know you were here. But truly, Allison, creative artists creating. I'm such a lucky man that I get to do this with my life. And I really, truly mean this. I'm talking to a guy named Corey Brunish once in a while, who is a Broadway producer. And I don't think he gets it. But I truly mean this. The guy who figures out, or the woman who figures out what to do with me is gonna make so much fucking money. And have fun. That's Oh, okay, Drew. Bye, Linda. And Drew, if you can, yeah, jump back for detention. I'm gonna hang out in detention today for sure. Let's do this. Because Facebook is turning into might be turning into a place where artists are not welcome. That's okay, because we love using that one button for Trump supporters. If you're not friends, by the way, with Denise, friend her. She posted something that was very powerful about people who are either going to vote for Trump or who are not going to vote at all. She posted something that was very powerful that I had to comment on, I guess today or this morning. But this is my song. This is my Facebook song for 2020. You guys know what to do. If you're new here, when I go like this, it's as if I'm clicking a mouse, okay, on the computer. It's like I'm clicking a mouse. Just watch what the other people do, and then jump in. Say that I'm a Facebook guy, but doing what I do, I won't deny. I got a Facebook page like everybody else I see. Now every single day, a dozen requests come my way from strangers who want to be friends with me. Nobody needs 5,000 friends. There's a button, so it depends. It'll take a minute to take a little look at that fool's timeline. When I think about the things that matter most to me, I can tell by the things they post if he or she would ever be a friend of mine. If they are a member of the NRA, couldn't care less what they have to say. If they think it's un-American for someone to take a knee, pray and type amen. If they want to make America great again, what would ever make them think they'd ever want to be friends with me? Delete request. Let them have it, guys. Delete request. It's easy enough for me to gauge who you are when I visit your Facebook page. It's all right there, so I can figure pretty quick. If you see very fine people in a Nazi crowd, or shooting an elephant makes you proud, well, there's no doubt which button I'm bound to click. somebody said, hey, listen, dude, it's that tribal attitude that's keeping you from hearing what the other guy has to say. Or you might think it's a fancy algorithm that's keeping me from having a conversation with him, but I know what I'm doing, I just don't want to ruin my day. If you post sexist, racist jokes, if you think climate change is a left-wing hoax, if you think that a hurricane is a holy sign, if you want your God in my public school, if you want to build a wall like another damn fool, what would ever make you think you'd be a friend of mine? Yeah, if you are a member of the NRA, I couldn't give a fuck what you have to say. If you think it's un-American for some of us to take a knee, if you want me to pray and type amen, if you want to make America great again, what would ever make you think you'd ever want to be friends with me? Delete request. Yeah. Click. Delete request. Delete request. Bye-bye now. Ah, look at Jay with the little mouse. So cool. Oh, listen. Tomorrow, there's another reason besides the fact that we can do some of the copyright, the shaky copyright stuff. By the way, Andrea out in California she is a lawyer, and so she actually protects my ass very often, or does things that I would never do. Like that Guitar Man is trademarked. You know, when you see the little R, that's a trademark, because I've been doing it since 1992. I've been that Guitar Man from Central Park. So that Guitar Man, it's hanging on my wall. That's all Andrea. She did that completely, you know, with the patent office or whatever. And right now, there's a guy contesting that trademark. He wants it. She can explain it better. Maybe tomorrow. Andrea, if you're in the chat room, in the Zoom thing tomorrow, you can explain to them what this guy is doing. He's challenging, he wants to be Guitar Man or something, and he was denied the trademark. And I know nothing about this stuff, but it's really pretty. I've got lawyers from other law firms offering to represent me in this matter. It's hysterical. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. What else? Oh, and I want to show you guys when Ringo. Hi, Ringo. When Ringo was here and it was our featured artist last gig, and we did You Come On Like a Dream, Peaches and Cream. We did that one. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. We did that, and we did, and then Richard asked for Photograph, which I had never done, but we did that song, and that was a keeper. But I've often explained to you guys that although Ringo was not, like, some people would say, is he the greatest drummer in rock and roll? And other people would say, he's not even the greatest drummer in the Beatles. But I don't use superlatives. His style and what he brought to some songs are signature of those songs. Like Ticket to Ride, right? I think I'm gonna be sad. I think it's today. The girl that's driving me mad is it's in fours, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm gonna. But the drum that he's doing goes boom, 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 boom. It's so signature and it's so odd that it makes the song what it is. Again, those 4 kids, it was magic what they were doing. And I've always shared that one of my favorite things that any drummer has done, my favorite drummer style-wise of all time was Nigel Olsson, the original drummer with Elton John. And I love Lee Von Helm, but Nigel Olsson is my all-time favorite drummer. But Ringo, I've shared this in Come Together. In fact, let me do Come Together. Hang on a second. I created a track for that. Let's do Come Together. And then I'll explain what's going to happen tomorrow. Please try to join us. Seriously, the private hangs are really very cool because you guys can see each other. And you guys can actually hear each other, and we can talk about stuff instead of just chatting. And it would be a kick to Bob Bard, if you out in Goodyear, Arizona, man. If you and Jackie can start bringing people from East Meadow, it'd be such a kick to hear some voices from all those years ago. Jackie was telling me that a woman named Barbara Woodywus was accidentally in the hang with us last time. It would be such a kick. But anyway, so if you're not, Christina, or any of you guys that have never been with us. Bob, you're a lawyer too. Did I know that? I don't know. Anyway, so Bob and Christina and if you guys, if you're not patrons, I think Bob you are. Yeah, Bob is. Become a patron tonight or tomorrow, and then join us at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Okay? Because it's private. It's just us. It's really just us. Let's do this song, and then I'll explain what's going to happen tomorrow, because I can't do it today because of the copyright stuff, and because Facebook will shut us down. They're going to shut us down anyway, but let's do this. This is just too much fun. Let's do this. Here come old flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He got juju eyeball, he won holy roller. He got hair down to his knees. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. He wear no shoe shine, he got toe jam football, he got monkey finger, he shoot Coca-Cola, he say, I know you, you know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me. He bad production, he got Boris Gumbo, he got Ono sideboard, he won spinal cracker, he got feet down below his knees. Hold you in his armchair, you can't feel his disease. Come together right now over me. He roller coaster, he got early warning, he got muddy water, he won mojo filter, he say one and one is three. Got to be good looking cause he's so hard to see. Come together right now over me. Come together, yeah. 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 Come together, Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to show a video of Ringo being interviewed talking about and gets behind a drum kit and explains how he came up with some of those drum patterns. It's hysterical, but it's fascinating. So tomorrow, it's just because I've always been in love with, I told you that it's so unusual the way he goes around the kit, and with that, especially on the hi-hat, that right in the middle, it's the second pattern. It's fun. So join me tomorrow. Oh my God, we're already over 2 hours. So all right, let me think about getting out of here. Oh, I had a couple of things I wanted to share. You know, we'll do it tomorrow. There's a couple of things I wanted to share. One of them was from Merkin Concert Hall. I'll share it tomorrow. Jay, is Debbie with you right now, or are you watching solo? Because she asked for a song, and oh, and listen, guys, while I'm waiting the 30 seconds for Jay's response, can I ask you guys, do you want to do, anybody who's a patron, do you want to do Bring a Friend Day tomorrow? If I give, on Patreon, I always give you guys the private link, the Zoom link, to get in tomorrow. And I always remind everybody, do not share it on Facebook, because as nice as that would be, you know, to say, hey guys, I'm really trying to help David out and grow the audience, not for the private one, because there will be like Zoom crashes and stuff. Oh, sleeping, not fearing well. Oh, okay, well, I'm glad you're here, Jay. She asked for a song I was going to do, but we'll do it tomorrow. Hope she feels better. When she wakes up, tell her we all said she hopes she feels better. Tomorrow, do you guys want to do Bring a Friend Day? I'll wait. Because what I think that would be is that I'll send the link to Patreon, and then you guys go get the link to the private Zoom meeting, and then you could share it with a friend that you wanted to bring. And it would be free for them, for tomorrow. But then see if they like it. And if they like it, they can become a patron. Quint has no friends. Okay, well, do you have a pet? Could you bring a pet? Dean, you know what? We'll do that, and we'll do that for Murphy. And then I understand that Jana is going to become a new puppy mom. Yeah, Bob. Bob, thanks for hanging out. Do you want to bring a friend tomorrow? Nobody seems to be answering that question. Friends don't come. I don't know what that means. All right, nobody. Jan? Oh, you did say yes. Okay. All right, I'll tell you what then. Karen, that's probably one of the most depressing things you could have possibly shared with me at this moment. But anybody who does want tomorrow, anybody who, I'm going to send out the Patreon thing, and if you do want to invite a friend that you think will show up, even if they don't, it's about the invitation. And then we'll introduce our friends to everybody. How's that? It might be easier when there's no Zoom. Why? Well, we'll talk about that tomorrow. All right, so listen, for tomorrow, tonight I'm going to create the Zoom link. And if you want, see, a lot of people are shy about coming to a Zoom thing because the audio sucks generally. But we've got Brandon. And Brandon broke both systems, and we're using this technology to Zoom. So you can always tell them it's not like the regular Zoom thing. It sounds better and looks better than a regular Zoom meeting. But anyway, so that's Brandon won't be there if there's much of a crowd. I don't think we'll have to worry about that, Willie, because Karen said friends don't come. So I'm ragging on you, Karen. Lynn from Chicago said she'll come. All right, good. Well, so let's do that. I'm gonna create the link, and if you want to invite a friend, go ahead, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll wind up with a few more patrons and a few more friends. Friends don't come; they just breathe hard. All right, now let's get out of that. Let's do this. Let's do this for a new puppy mom and for our old friend Murphy. Friends don't come, they just fake it. Heartbreaker, huckleberry friend, Moon River, and me. River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend, Moon River, and me. I'll tell you what, guys. Before we get out of here, let me just do that one song that'll give Jake in Florida one more different option, a choice to play to, so that he can create that thing. And then I've got to get in touch with Denise. We've got to figure out how to do that John Prine song once and for all, because that'll be fun. And then tomorrow on the Zoom hang, we'll all talk about the next project we want to do together as a group. What else did I want to share with you today before we get out of here? Oh, and just that Wednesday. Wednesday we'll be talking about this day and how it changed my life. Oh my goodness. All right, well listen. All right, so let me do this. And so David in Florida. And I understand, by the way, that's a brand new baby you got, right? A new bass that you're playing. That's always exciting, right? To have a new axe. So I'm just gonna take a run at this song. You lay in whatever you want. I'm gonna wait until the guy with the little dick and the loud motorcycle goes by. All right, so the newest live remote thing we're doing here on It's Just Us, from New York to Florida. The best of times, but they're the only times I'll ever know. And I believe there is a time for meditation in cathedrals of our own. Now I have seen that sad surrender in my lover's eyes. I can only stand apart and sympathize. We're always what our situations hand us. It's either sadness or euphoria. Yeah, David. realize that nothing's ever changed. For all our mutual experience, our separate conclusions are the same. Now we are forced to recognize our inhumanity. Reason coexists with our insanity. And though we choose between reality and madness, it's either sadness or euphoria. Dissipate our energies. Perhaps we'll help fulfill each other's fantasies. And as we stand upon the ledges of our lives with our respective similarities, it's either sadness or euphoria. Yeah! New York to Florida. Rock and roll. Remember to take a bow. Oh, I love doing this stuff. All right, so I'll see you guys. Let's just do this one last song, and then I'll see you guys in the private hang just for the patrons. It's really just us. Tomorrow, Sundays. And I'll see some of you guys hanging out in detention, all right? It's a Saturday. It's a day we would have been in Central Park, but we're not. It takes a life to realize what life is all about. And life is all about this moment. I'm here with you now that we're through. What secrets did I tell? Did you get to know me well in this moment? How fast these gigs fly. Song after song goes rushing by. I won't pretend that time has been my friend. I bring my songs to sing my songs for you until the end. And as I live these days, I'm grateful for all the ways that brought us here to praise this moment. This moment. How soon, too soon, the seasons fly. I see my life go rushing by. No shit. I only hope that time will be all of our friend. We live a life to live a life of love. I know you see. I'm sure you must agree. 'Cause you're hanging out with me. But I only guarantee this moment. All right, I'll see some of the bad kids in detention. And tomorrow, we're going to share that Ringo stuff. We're going to talk about the Something Annual Year-End concert. We're going to, we have stuff. There's stuff that I wanted to do today that I just didn't do. And just so you know, the boneheadedness continues. My monitor down here just went completely blank. Do you know why? Forgot to plug it in. So it's just the universe's way of telling me, David, that's a wrap. So I'll see some of you guys in detention. The rest of you, if you're not a patron, please show up. And tonight, the patrons, when you see the link, if you feel like it, send it to a friend. And Karen, I was just ragging on you. In fact, I didn't think you were going to be here. I thought you had a retreat you were going to today, which is something I want to talk to you about because I would love to maybe just spend a week meditating in the woods someplace. Or I should talk to Rhea. Both of you guys do that kind of thing. Anyway, I'll see you guys in detention. I'm going to try to fire this thing back up again. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, all of you. I'm going to play the outro music since I'm getting copyright violations anyway, all right? I'll see a bunch of you tomorrow. The rest of you who are not patrons, I'll see you on Wednesday on 9/16, on September 16th. I love you. Thank you so much. chocolate.
The fire is not as warm as it should be, and the night is much too silent this year. And there's no reason to go to Central Park in the snow. You're not in my arms this Christmas. This whole city is not as pretty as it could be. It used to sparkle like the stars when you were here. Now all the colored lights down Broadway just don't shine the same way. You're not in my arms this Christmas. This season, there's no reason for trimming a tree. There's no angel in my home if you're not there. There'll be no candles glowing, no mistletoeing, miles between us knowing we should be Christmas Eving together. Just missing us kissing outside in the cold. We would keep each other warm with just a smile. But now my aching heart's breaking with the thought of waking up Christmas morning without you beside me. But Christmas night will be exciting as it should be, 'cause the fire will burn brightly when you're here. Then hand in hand we'll both go through Central Park in the snow. When you're in my arms next Christmas, please be in my arms. too. A fear of Mexican busboys. Must be an election year. All of a sudden, it's an urgent problem. Must think we're stupid. Then again, maybe we just might be. Come on, baby, don't fear the busboys on the other side.
It's like I'm there, right? It's amazing. think we might have actually lost the woman who created the name Double Secret Detention. Shh. Shh. This is just for us. Oh, she's here. Shh. I asked in the chat room, what do we call it, Denise? And I didn't see a response. I thought we lost the creator of Double Secret Detention. And Jackie, if there are COVID deniers in your school that actually think it's some kind of a hoax, how do I put this in a very peaceful and loving way? They have no fucking business being a teacher, teaching young children. That's all. Now, shh, the reason we're being quiet is that very few people know about Double Secret Detention. It only happens once in a while. Oh, there's Duval. Duval is also in Double Secret Detention. Shh. Now I know that Spanish Harlem isn't just a pretty name to say. I thought I knew, but now I know that rose trees sometimes grow in New York City. But until I'd seen my trash can dreams come true, I stood on the edge while life just ran me through. So I thank the world, there's people out there like you. I thank the world, there's people out there like you. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. But unless they see the sky, no they can't, and that is why. They don't know if it's dark outside or light. This is my own little personal verse. I was talking to Mama Allie about dreams, lifetime dreams. This Broadway's God, it's got a lot of songs to sing. Now I know the tune, so I join in. I'm not alone, but I'll sow my own seed shall be sown in New York City. Subway's no way for a good man to go down. I've seen the rich man ride, and I've seen the homeless drown. So I thank the world for the people I have found. I thank the world for the people I have found. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. But unless they see the sky. No, they can't, and that is why. They don't know if it's dark outside or light. And now I know Spanish Harlem isn't just a pretty name to say. I thought I knew, but now I can prove that rose trees often grow in New York City. Subway's no way for a good man to go down. I've seen the rich man ride while the homeless drown. So I thank the world for the people I have found. I thank the world for the people I have found and who have found me. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. But unless they see the sky, you know they can't, and that is why. They don't know if it's dark outside or light. They don't know if it's dark outside or light. Shh. Wait, shh, shh. We're not finished yet. Shh. But it's kind of funny. Shh. This is double secret detention. And we've done this before. So you would think that I would remember to plug in the laptop. Proving once again that my sweet mother raised at least one slow child. I just had a thought. I don't know if it has to do with Bob Bard and Jackie being people that I went to high school with, bringing me back, somehow pulling me back, pulling my heart back to a time. But you know, I just had a thought. Shh. Even in double secret detention, I think my mom and I think my dad, I think Pop and my mom would feel very good about what we do here. I think they'd both be proud of what we do here. I think they'd love my friends. sings the streets a serenade, laying everybody low with a love song that he made. Finds a street light, steps out from the shade, says something like, you and me, babe, how about it? Juliet says, well, it's Romeo. You nearly give me a heart attack. He's underneath the window, she sings, hey la, my boyfriend's back. You shouldn't come around here singing up at people like that. Anyway, what you gonna do about it? Juliet, the dice was loaded from the start, and I bet you exploded in my heart, and I forget the movie song. When you gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong? Juliet. They come up on different streets. They both were streets of shame, both dirty, both mean, yeah. But the dream was just the same. And I dreamed your dream for you, and now your dream is real. How can you look at me as if I was just another one of your deals? You can fall for chains of silver, you can fall for chains of gold, you can fall for pretty strangers and the promises they hold. You promised me everything, you promised me thick and thin, yeah. And now you just say, oh yeah, Romeo, you know I used to have a scene with him. Juliet, when we made love you used to cry. You said I love you like the stars above, I love you till I die. There's a place for us, ah, the movie song. When you gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong? Juliet. So your love-struck Romeo sings the streets a serenade, laying everybody low with a love song that he made. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, and I can't do the talk like the talk on the TV, and I can't do a love song like the way it's meant to be, and I can't do everything, but I do anything for you. I can't do anything except be in love with you, and all I do is miss you and the way we used to be. And all I do is keep the beat, the bad company, and all I do is kiss you through the bars of a rhyme. Oh, Julie, I do the stars with you anytime. Juliet, when we made love, you used to cry. You said I love you like the stars above, I love you till I die. There's a place for us. Remember the movie song. When you're gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong? Juliet. And a love-struck Romeo sings the streets a serenade, laying everybody low with a love song that he made. Finds the convenient streetlight, steps out from the shade, says something like, you and me, babe, how about it? How about it? Shh. It's double secret detention. Shh. Did I see that we have somebody new in double secret detention? Shh, shh, shh. The first rule of double secret detention is that nobody talks about double secret detention. If you get here by accident, good for you. Shh. Shh, shh, shh. Okay. But now, Allison, now you know about double secret detention. You can't share that with anybody. It doesn't happen all the time. Once in a while. We even have a teacher. We have 2 teachers here in double secret detention. But we have one, I think, is Mama still here? Because does anybody feel like dancing? Do you guys want to dance? Okay, shh, shh. Get out your cameras. Shh. Get out your cameras. I don't care if it's quality. I don't care if it sucks. If we're going to do dancing, I need proof. I need video. You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they settle neath your skin. Kept on the inside, no sunlight, sometimes a shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. I wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. I wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. All right, so anyway, so you get the idea. It's perfectly okay to just get up and dance, all right? I don't care if you're dancing in your living room. I don't care if you're dancing on your roof. I don't care if you're dancing on the couch. I don't care. If you're dancing in your underwear, that's a bonus. So you guys ready? You gonna dance? Right now, there's somebody in the Netherlands. There's somebody in Brazil. There's somebody in Maine. There are people in Pennsylvania and I didn't see West Virginia. There's Mr. Robbie is in Switzerland. There's people all up and down the island of Manhattan in New York. There's a guy in Jersey. There's Jan is in Pennsylvania. You guys ready? You can be amazing. You can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they settle neath your skin. Kept on the inside, no sunlight, sometimes the shadows win. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Dance, honestly, I wanna see you be brave. I wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. I wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Wanna see you. disappearing. Bow down to the mighty. Don't run. Stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of the cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in. Show me how big your brave is. Say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave with what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. Innocence, your history of silence won't do you any good. Did you think it would? Let your words be anything but empty. Why don't you tell them the truth? I want you guys dancing and singing. Here we go. Say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave with what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. I want to see you. I just want to see you. Want to see you. I want to see you be brave. I want to see you. I just want to see you. Want to see you. I want to see you be brave. I want to see you. I just want to see you. Want to see you. I want to see you be brave. Yeah! There we go. You're in quarantine. Shh. 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 How many of us are still here? Is it just the people I'm seeing? Shh. Is it just like 10 of us? Because we'll just do a couple more songs for double secret attention. Shh. But I was actually just dancing with you guys. Oops. Okay. Oh, there's 105 of us here. Okay, cool. Mama, did you really like Ferris Bueller's Day Off? It's great, right? Shh. Small town, bright lights, Saturday night. Pinballs and pool halls flashing their lights. Making change behind the counter in a penny arcade. Sat the fat girl, the daughter of Virginia and Ray. Lydia. Lydia hid her thoughts like a cat behind her small eyes, sunk deep in her fat. She read romance magazines up in her room. It felt just like Sunday on Saturday afternoon. But dreaming just comes natural, like the first breath of a baby, like sunshine feeding daisies, like the love hidden deep in your heart. Bunk beds, shaved heads, Saturday night. A warehouse of strangers with 60-watt lights. Staring staring through the ceiling, just wanting to be, lay one of too many, a young PFC. Donald. There were spaces between Donald and whatever he said. Strangers had forced him to live in his head. He envisioned the details of romantic scenes after midnight in the stillness of the barracks latrines. But dreaming just comes natural, like the first breath of a baby, like sunshine feeding daisies, like the love hidden deep in your heart. Hot love, cold love, no love at all. A portrait of guilt was hung on the wall. But nothing is wrong and nothing is right. Donald and Lydia made love that night. Love. They made love in the mountains. They made love in the streams. They made love in the valleys. They made love in their dreams. When they were finished, there was nothing to say. 'Cause you see, they had made love from 10 miles away. But dreaming just comes natural, like the first breath of a baby, like sunshine feeding daisies, like the love hidden deep in your heart, like the love hidden deep in your heart. It's in every one of us to be wise. Find your heart, open up both your eyes. We can all know everything without ever knowing why. It's in every one of us by and by. Just between us, I'm thinking about abolishing the Church of I Don't Know. I'm wondering if the fact that I created the Church of I Don't Know is the single greatest stumbling block to the act of creation. Maybe the church that I would found, that I would create for myself, being a sect of one, a denomination of one, would be the Church of No Doubt. No doubt about what? I don't have a fucking clue. And maybe the idea in the Church of No Doubt is that we don't speak about it. We don't evangelize. We don't pray out loud. just know, and we just don't have doubt. But we don't speak about it. We just live it. It's in every one of us. I just remembered. It's like I've been sleeping for years. I'm not awake as I could be, but my seeing's better. I can see through the tears. I finally realized I've been given this ticket, but watching only half of the show. This scenery and lights, and a cast of millions who all know what I know, and that's good, and it's so. It's in every one of us to be wise. Find your heart, open up both your eyes. We can all know everything without ever knowing why. It's in every one of us by and by. I've met people everywhere, some from here and some from there. By now I'd bet it's more than quite a few. Nearly every woman and every man I've met just does the best they can to understand the things we all go through, all of us. But there are those who just don't care, who try to grab more than their share of everything, and they're all out there too. So I don't take for granted I'm a man who gets to spend his time in detention with people like you, with the bad kids like you. So often it can seem today, so many feel like it's okay to celebrate the darkness in our hearts. And then they wonder why we see such hatred and disharmony. To me, that's just exactly where it starts. And for others, fear can hide the way, sadly unaware that they allow it to dictate the things they do. But I've no reason to despair, as long as I still know that there are bad kids in detention like you. I love you guys. things are just the way they are. In many ways we've come so far, and still I'm sure we've all got more to do. I know I do. But I can open up my heart and say I'm grateful every single day for people in this world like you. The bad kids in detention like you. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Double secret detention. A little known chapter in the Faber College, whatever. Double secret detention. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much.